Previously on Seattle by Night. Nights have trickled by, each one slipping by easily, yet feeling not unlike the winding of an increasingly tightening winch. Tension hangs in the air, growing thicker, but nonetheless they do go by, with each of you doing as you will. Even in this situation, your nights are hardly just waiting. Pius, seized by the sudden inspiration, sets out to acquire a female companion for Squeakers, whom he names Nibbles. A growing family he can be sure won't leave him. Now he just needs to wait for the niblets to arrive. How long does it take for rats to get it on and then the arrival of the result? But
Oh,
for now,
it's so
Pius returns to his
fast.
box. That was a rhetorical question.
Oh,
Bless you.
That's okay.
Ashley, on the
We
other
love it.
hand, Ashley, on the other hand, finds herself working alongside her sire in his clinic, removing bullets, feeling it perhaps a touch uncomfortable. What lurks in the nearby room, and we're not even talking about the wraith stalking you on orders of for however many greats great grandfather. In spite of the wraith, following the operation, there's a long conversation with your sire, and an even longer once you're safely free of unseen observers. Your sire professes their pride in you, and even starts a walk down memory lane prompted by your questions. Both the troubles he got up to, the joy of seeing things you take for granted first come into prominence, and of course the reveal that apparently Dr. Thorne apparently knew and worked with Nikola Tesla, and that the man was a vampire of Malkavian blood, and very much still active in modern nights. More than one of Olivia's nights are spent tossing things like the rising tension and worries aside and speeding along like a rocket on your crotch rocket. The need for speed is very real with you. You go fast enough, you can almost forget what's going on in the shadows, which is what leads you all the more to chatting up a bartender in a place you've been before. Because signing up for an illegal street race is not the most illegal thing you've ever done. Now, at least, you won't be the only one you won't be the only one going super fast. Alvin intended to spend his first night in his basement, while a party he facilitated went on upstairs, keeping his sister busy and therefore safe. Anthony's arrival at the back is unexpected, and more so the unannounced summons by your sire. It's not like him. Of course, it's quickly revealed that there was supposed to be a message delivered, but it clearly didn't get to you. The meeting with your sire passes largely with your sire asking questions and revealing themselves to be altogether keeping exceedingly close tabs on you. Pious, as easy it is to spend time fixing clocks while Squeakers and Nibbles cozy up in the casing of another one, when Lynette asks for you, it's hard to consider a time you might say no. You anticipate tonight's lesson will be particularly good. You anticipate correctly. Apparently, you are to go on what Lynette likens to a field trip. An understatement, no matter how true. A quick trip up to the alleys above passed by quickly. That was fine. It was when your teacher in necromancy effectively tore a hole in the veil and pulled you into the Shadowlands, land of the race of the dead. That was entirely different. A quick lesson on the nature of wraiths and Shadowlands and the necromantic arts would have been memorable enough. However, you also hear a significant part, if summarized, of Lynette's own story, and the truth of her existence, a secret impossibility. Another of Ashley's evenings is claimed by one Tobias Reynolds, who asks for help as he needs a chaperone for an event that evening. The downside of being forever stuck as a child that can only be active at night requires the extra effort in not breaking the masquerade. A small child would never be expected to attend an auction, not alone, and not as the primary bidder, certainly. However, it is not the auction that claims most of your memory from that night, not even that with Tobias's beliefs about its potential origins, but instead flashes of a flyer and the words, "Have you seen this girl?" Olivia, when you're not full diving into your need for speed, you've been spending a fair amount of time with your sire, and for once the Devil's Footstool isn't a lonely and sad place made for absent friends. Some of those friends of your sire are not so absent any longer. One of them could honestly do to smile or make some sort of expression sooner or later, but others are potential fellow bikers. As for Alvin's nights, he keeps busy. It's almost weird not having the others drop by regularly. There's plenty you need to do, so it's easy to stay busy, and therefore easy to distract yourself. Your work, however, is interrupted by the arrival of Rocco. A conversation about missing the taste of food, Waffle House, Ring, disdain for the Tremere. Try and lighten the latter, but it's hard going. Progress is interrupted, however, by the arrival of the seneschal, Danielle Miller. She carries a decree in the form of a rolled scroll. Prince Edric Woods awarding you an extension of your domain. Also a warning, as your sire's missing ghoul turned up drained dry in a dumpster not far from what is projected Sabbat territory. According to Wayman, he was carrying a number of parcels, one of them addressed to the Daily Bagel. Of course, for the two of you, and those are not the only events of a note. Pius and Ashley find themselves meeting in unusual circumstances, even if the latter is kept blindfolded. Secrets are learned, and past associations with odd things are revealed, and that Dr. Thorne and Lynette apparently know each other, as is proven when Ashley is brought to a graveyard meeting, wearing a blindfold the whole way to meet the latter accompanied by Pius. It seems Dr. Thorne spent time penning his various contacts that might have been able to help with Wraith issues. Contacts whose shared circle may indeed include Nikola Tesla, though it's unlikely the Malkavian inventor was among those contacted over a Wraith. Lynette, on the other hand, is. Not that Ashley even knows anything about them beyond their voice and apparent ability to quite painfully kill a wraith. Well, and their name, if only because Pius spoke it aloud. Awakening, Friday, the 21st of September, 1995. I'd like for each of you to go ahead and spend your blood for awakening, as well as regain a willpower point. Also, does anyone feel like I missed anything?
I don't think so.
Lynette ate the spirit.
Yes, but Ashley didn't actually see her eat it. She just know it died painfully and screaming.
Right.
Yep, there we go. Okay. Did like Lynette just unhinge her jaw and just like a
Well,
snake?
I mean, you would have to ask someone about that. In order to ask someone about that, you'd need to know about it. Unless you want to burn one of your precious, precious things on so simple a question.
Oh, Pies isn't
No.
gonna say anything. He made a promise to
Oh,
Lynette
you
to
don't
keep
have
her
to say
secret.
anything. You won't have to say anything.
But considering I don't really plan on giving you very many of those, it would feel like a waste. But you use them how
Oh,
you wish.
I'm not using it on that.
In any case,
I gotta turn this off.
has everyone marked their blood and marked their willpower?
Yep,
Yeah.
yep.
Yes.
I will assume yes. Excellent. We
Wait.
begin, as always, now that we're back on our regular schedule. No breaks for you tonight yet. With Alvin.
Starting with Alvin.
It was
Today's
just
the-
Alvin, you awaken tonight, knowing your and yours plan to regroup, considering whatever's going to happen. Will likely happen soon, maybe even tonight. Good. We're eager to get this whole matter done with. The usual sounds of activity upstairs are only slightly muffled by sounds of whatever Lucy's doing coming through the wall of the adjacent lounge. She's normally helping the others finish up and isn't one to shirk work, which probably means she already finished her set. Once you're upstairs, you're. Oh, wait, sorry, I skipped ahead. In
Yeah,
any
no,
case,
I'll be going upstairs. It's fine.
hmm, your ears are starting to learn what Lucy is playing, or at least the sound effects. It's probably more Duke Nukem. Apparently, it's popular.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. In any case, once you're upstairs, let me scroll down. I should have already had this ready to go, but I am slow. Oh no. In any case, you're surprised to see Sarah mixed in with the others. She's definitely not like what you would say is her usual self, at least per the assessment you've built of her in the 2 weeks or so you've known her, but definitely better than the last time you saw her. Meanwhile, Jess is working as fervently as usual, but seems to be keeping close to her fellow barista for reasons. Understandable reasons, you might even say.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas, oh, there we go. I have to keep going up and down, up and down. Kyle is flipping the sign to closed before moving to the kitchen serving area behind the counter where Jim is already cleaning things up. several boxes or would be other trash perhaps to be dispersed is currently being tended to, stacked up, and presumably ready to be taken to the dumpster. Hmm. Additionally, some of those boxes are not so empty, appearing to be filled with stale or otherwise old bagels stacked next to him, differing from the ones on the ground. He's been doing this the last couple of nights, and you haven't really forbidden him. He usually takes them out to the local shelters or homeless hotspots regularly. The exterior door to the apartment entrance slams shut as Joshua walks around the front, enter into the bagel proper, carrying a scent of wrenches and a bucket stuffed with dirty rags, wet towels, and other things besides. The knees of his overalls are rather soaked. Oh, boss. How you doing?
About. Looks him up and down. Kind of trouble we got up at the upstairs apartments.
What plumbing stuff? Hey, listen, whenever you get around to remodeling the upstairs, I hear that's what you're planning on doing or something. Might be a good time to inspect or replace all the pipes up there. Lots of tenants are moving out this weekend, of course, but I've been up there with plumbing issues a lot this week. My guess is whoever put them originally was cutting corners, or there just wasn't regulations in place to begin with.
Fair enough. We could probably look into that transition to, I think, PVC is the new material that people are getting at. Seems copper's getting shipped out.
Yeah, seems likely. Anyway, just they're patched up for now. I don't think they're going to burst on us or anything. But I'd feel safer for you if they were all properly looked at. And if you're going to be remodeling anyway, Joshua finishes off with a shrug.
Alvin nods. Be sure to have it looked at. There'll always be the need of a toilet.
Yeah, better down and out the pipes than in the house. Wait, was there anything else you were going to need from me tonight?
No,
Well,
if you're
finishing up
completed
and
with
heading
your
home.
roster of work, then you should be all right.
Cool, cool. Yeah, that's good. Um, all right, I'm just going to put all this up and wipe myself down, and I'll be on my way out. Joshua does pause to give a kind of an awkward check over of of Sarah, but
Hmm.
moves on pretty quickly.
Alvin's just gonna be a presence about, helping with closing down here and there, just making sure that things are fine. If Jim's taking stale bagels off to the shelters and stuff, so long as they're already written off as, marked off items and they're not, hitting us too much more, he's
Oh
welcome
no,
to
no,
check. Yeah.
they are precise because this would have come up during the days prior. They are precisely the items that were about to have to be thrown out anyway.
Right.
They're
No,
stale
that's,
and
yeah.
it's
He's not going to slam Jim for like making use of something that by all rights should not be sold, over the
mhm.
counter.
Yep, yep. And I doubt someone that's gone like a day or two without food is going to look down at, say, slightly stale bagel.
Hmm.
And it
Uh,
seems like something he would do, character-wise. Speaking of which, we really need to get him a more cleaned up appearance.
mhm.
Ideally with a barista or barrister outfit or whatever the outfit is for a person serving coffee.
And I had previously mentioned that, especially in our like downtime days and like previous nights, that Alvin would have gone hunting to fill himself up, but he would also like given Jim further blood bonding.
Oh yeah, I'm assuming he's fully your ghoul at this point. I need to update that.
Hmm.
You're right. Oop. Let me just go ahead and edit that real quick. Thank you for mentioning it,
Yep, just wanted to make sure.
which means I will move him from the Daily Bagel Mortals and on into your retainers section.
Mhm.
Oop. surrender, Kyle?
Good stuff.
I
Yeah.
wonder which disciplines he's going to get other than dominate. Well, I mean, other than potence. We'll see. That is a matter for a later time. After all, we have other places to be. We can't
Mm.
just all stay here at the Daily Bagel. Not just yet, anyway.
Yeah, no, Alvin's just being a presence, that's all.
Olivia, you come to ensconced in the usual grip of your sire. Mhm. Your onesie sire, specifically, in the movie room. Lyra's onesie of choice tonight is a mouse, as opposed to your owl. However, just as you are held in the pile by her, your arms in turn hold the onesied form of Echo. Take the moment to remember just how this happened. You fuzzily recall Jabber leaving her behind when he had to leave in a hurry. So he was fine watching movies with you both, at least until Lyra burst into the room, 3 onesies in her hands. Echo, like any sane, not breathing, not dreamer, tried to bolt the moment the cogs in her head all aligned with what was happening. For all the fledgling Bruja's swiftness, however, Lyra still managed to wrap her hands around the girl and began pulling her back into the room, beginning to chant, "One of us." Which is how you came to have an Echo in your arms, wearing a bright green caterpillar onesie. He must have
Or
awoken at the same time as you, as after a moment of shuffling, your pet caterpillar turns around and looks you in the eye. For a moment, there is silence. Not one word to anyone, ever. Okay?
you have my word, I won't say anything that you're going to turn into a beautiful butterfly. Your secret's safe with me.
For a moment, she seems troubled and unsure how to respond, but she starts squirming out of your grip and then out of the onesie.
Or Echo. Well, I'm definitely going to try to wiggle my way out of Lyra's arms.
Now, this is not what I wanted to wake up to. I mean, goodness, I have right, let's see, Friday, I think. 20 fuck, I gotta be at Thomas's place.
Hmm? Thomas? And why?
He's calling the coterie together tonight. We're expecting a call, like from the sheriff or some shit.
But you're morphing into a butterfly right now. You can't leave. That's such a delicate process.
Can we hold the whole morphing into a butterfly thing till after the Sabat fuckers are chased out of the city?
Huh? Well, I mean, that's your choice, but it could affect your transformation.
He leans in real close, an odd, puzzled expression on her face. You actually think I'm going to turn into a butterfly, don't you?
If I said yes, would you stop looking at me like I'm crazy?
I
Wait a minute.
I I, I don't know what would actually make. No, 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 no. Done here. Done here. Not continuing this conversation. Goodbye. Good night.
Bye, Echo! I aim to confuse her.
Still, that leaves one thing done. What does Olivia do in the lead up to having to be at the bagel? Because you do know you have to be at the bagel. At least that was the plan. Everyone was supposed to get together. But any secret preparations you undertake? Any bites to caress longingly?
Um,
Any
you know,
possessions of your sires in need of licking?
point me in the right direction. Ow, 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 ow.
Well, sadly, the butterfly to bee has already left.
Damn. Um, actually, oh man, I kind of wanna. I've never got to know anything about Lyra.
Haven't you? I
I
suppose there
know,
has been one neon-colored whirlwind.
but I know you have rules to how it plays out. Hold on.
Of course, you haven't been the one to exchange personal information with her yet, or anything like that.
That's
But you
true.
do know that if you decide that you want to do that tonight, you will be waiting a bit longer, as she is still in her day sleep.
True. You know what? I think I would like to can I try to cosplay as Alvin before I go to the Daily Bagel?
Absolutely. Let
Yeah.
me open up Mask of a Thousand Faces, and you'll see what you got.
Oh, where's my sheet? Oh, there it is.
No, these handouts are useful. I think I've convinced a storyteller for another game I play in that he should do the same. Hmm.
Mhm.
Let's see. System, the player rolls manipulation plus performance, difficulty 7. Also, what is Olivia's appearance?
I think it's 2. Yeah, it's 2.
Okay, you're going to need to spend at least 1 blood because Alvin's appearance is a 3.
Damn. No wonder why he's so fine.
Hmm.
All right. I'll spend a blood. I don't mind.
Alrighty.
That's
We'll make your roll.
manipulation.
Manipulation, performance, difficulty 7.
Okay. Difficulty 7. So up that and roll.
God damn, that's 5 successes.
It is 5 successes. You look like a carbon copy of Alvin, except you're still wearing your clothes.
I like it. That's what I'm gonna go as.
Hmm.
I'm ready for my night now.
It'll last for a scene, I believe.
That's fair. That's okay. That's all I need it to last for.
We'll get back to you arriving at the bagel later. Now, however, there are others. And on down the chain we go. Ashley, if it wasn't for the unseen sun rendering you comatose as it rose above the horizon, no doubt your day sleep would have come or remained so easily. There's a lot on your mind after all. It's normally the normally comforting greens of your assigned room do little to distract you. The only thought on your mind is that might is the knowledge, or that might be is the knowledge that you'll once more be meeting with your coterie tonight. The chantry outside your room is a touch quieter than normal. Not surprising. Many of the ghouls that normally care for interior chores, quietly sweeping away or otherwise cleaning on corner or another, have been retasked with more security or combat preparations, especially in the unlikely but possible event of the chantry being besieged. Still, there are those little noises, the quiet turning of pages, someone counting something down in the storeroom. So the chantry is a big place, bigger than it should be. Not sure if it's truly bigger on the inside than it is on the outside, or if there's something else at work. But it is feeling rather empty without all the ghouls in the background. But you have something of a mind to do tonight at the start of the night, don't you?
He sure does. She needs to prepare her pavis of
A little
whatever.
ritual, yes.
Yeah, that thing.
Avis the foul presence. The Tremere joke privately that this is their ritual for the venture, although it often works just as well in the Toreador. Kindred who invoke the presence discipline on the subject of this ritual find the effects of their discipline reversed, as if they had used the power on themselves. For example, a vampire using presence to instill fear in a kindred under the influence of this ritual feeds the fear to herself. A vampire summoning the caster is instead drawn to the thaumaturge's location. This ritual is an unbroken secret among the Tremere, and the warlocks maintain that its use is unknown to outside their clan. The magical component for this ritual is a length of blue silken cord, one which you have for yourself easily from the Chantry stores, and it must be worn around your neck, at least while the ritual is active. Now, for the system of this, the ritual lasts against a number of effects equal to the number of successes rolled, or until the sunrise after it is enacted. Note that the presence discipline power must actually succeed before being reversed by this ritual. As such, only powers that specifically target the caster, and thus require a roll to succeed, can be reversed. Passive powers, such as Majesty, are not affected, or to be more put, to AoEs in general. Now, as this is a ritual, it is a 3-dot ritual, but it follows ritual casting rules. Casting a ritual will require a successful intelligence plus occult roll, for which difficulty equals 3 plus the level of the ritual. In this case, 3 plus 3 equals 6. You do, however, have a ritual specialty on your occult skill, so you will get to roll with an extra die in your modifiers.
So -1,
You must,
+1.
however, spend a blood point because this is a thaumaturgy ritual.
That's fine. So 1 on the modifier, intelligence, occult, difficulty 6.
Yep.
Okay.
Tonight, your Pavis the Foul presence will block 4 or revert or mirror 4 presence effects back at their invoker, should you be invoked.
Sweet.
I will note that from personal experience, when I was playing Dr. Thorn, some nights there would be things like that, and some nights there wouldn't be. But every time there was a thing like that, I was glad to have it. And it only costs you 1 extra blood a night. So just mentally consider yourself as losing 2 blood a night rather than 1 whenever you rise. That's how I factored it in.
Yep.
But you have places to be. Anything you do before you leave the Chantry, however.
She, besides doing her rituals, she would make sure she has her missing poster in her bag. And make sure she's not needed by anyone before heading out the door.
Mm-hmm. No,
I
you
always
won't be seeing many. You'll see at most 1 or 2 of the others somewhere in one corner or room you're passing by, but no one moves to stop you. In fact, some of them look like they're getting ready to head out as well, whether for their own coteries or for other endeavors. You're not entirely sure. But time will tell. Which moves us on to character numero cuarto, I think. Ah, yes. We got to you eventually.
Mm-hmm.
Bias, the night finds you in your den inside the Warrens. Squeakers and Nibbles curled up on top of you, one rat tail dripping into your mouth. And life is good. You've got the others to meet tonight. On some level, you wish you could tell them some of the things you've been up to or able to do, but you know you could never share anything involving your teacher. Even with Ashley, which is weird considering recent events. But family secrets are family secrets, and for once you have a family that you actually like. It's a strange feeling.
Hmm. Pius would. Wait, is he in his room?
Yes, you are in your little room with the door that will probably need replacing soon with how many times your sister has broken it open. I guess
Yes.
you got even though you're not actually blood related, but are blood related, just in the vampire sense. It's weird how you both like to enter a room.
Yes. We both shoulder doors in. Pius would probably start just working on uh some clock stuff while talking away with the nibbles and squeakers.
Mhm.
Kind of has a lot that's been going on in his mind.
Mhm. Squeaker seems to be sharing some sort of cheese he was carrying in his cheeks for this moment with Nibbles.
Pius would reach for the cheese and break a small crumb of it off and plop it in his mouth, knowing that it's gonna taste like utter shit and make him want to throw it to
It's going
throw
to
up.
taste like ash, yes.
But he does it anyway to join in.
Still, the hour grows late. In fact, you probably should have left already. But it's easy to pass time when you're working on the clock.
Yes.
Hmm.
Yep, he's just waiting to get it to where it can tick again so he can listen to it.
Then I will put down Pius as arriving later than usual.
He
That's
would
fine.
eventually just be like, "Oh shit, I was supposed to be at the Daily Bagel."
Hmm. Of course, you have dallied so long so that when someone comes to see the off chance if you're still here, they will find you still here. Goodness, you brought this on yourself. Shame on you. Or not really. Bam! Your door gets knocked open. It's down to one working hinge now.
Ah, Belle, what's going on, sis?
Oh, hey, you're here. Brother, how's it going?
Oh, it's going. I got a new
She
friend,
shoves her
Nibbles.
face into one of the clocks and take a better look at it.
Careful, careful. That one's for oh god, what was that big beefcake's name? Uh, he helped Lynette.
Jax?
Jax, yeah, that one's for Jax. And
Hmm.
I don't want him to rip me in half. He's a big guy.
Yeah, well, he could probably rip you in half. I mean, you'd probably heal back afterwards unless he just ripped your head off, I guess.
Sadly, my body doesn't heal that way.
Out of character. It would technically heal itself back even with that flaw. It would just have leave very, very visible signs of those injuries.
Oh, okay.
Which you probably don't want.
No. So what brings you to my room, Belle?
Oh, just seeing how things are. I've checked with Mother. I've checked with oh, what's his name? The one with the computers and stuff. Down the hall. Three
The
twists on the right, one twist on the left, and straight ahead.
the Donovan?
No, no, not Donovan. Sheesh. You think I want to spend extra time with Donovan? I mean, he's great. He's like the grandpa of us all, or something like that. But not exactly someone I want to spend fun times with. I don't know. I don't really get what he's all about with the mini golf. Ah, shoot. I'll think of it eventually. But just checking in. How you doing?
Yeah, yeah, about to head out to the bagel to say what's up to my friends.
Well, maybe I can go with you. Then I can be like, and then there's the call for Belle from down the hall. And you recognize it as coming from your sire, but Belle doesn't seem to like the fact that she's probably going to have to go and be made to do work rather than, well, delay and dilly and dally. Well, see you later, brother. Try not to get killed tonight, okay?
I'll never try and get killed.
Perhaps I should better say, kill anyone trying to kill you. Works out better that way.
Oh yeah, I'll do that.
Ciao. Of
Bye.
course,
And
with
then
that, we'll
Pius
move.
would stuff the rats in his pockets and make his way towards the bagel.
And of course, with that, we'll move our way back to the bagel, to the arrival of the first of Coterie members. Which one was going to be later than Pius? My mind is scattered tonight. Probably Ashley. She did the ritual. Which in turn means that it will be Olivia showing up alone. The question is, Olivia, did you dress yourself in your usual garb, or did you find something to wear that would be kind of like what Alvin would wear? In which case, Ashley might arrive before you.
I am sorry, can you repeat yourself? My headphones were out a little bit.
I was saying, do you try and find something that would look like what Alvin would wear before you come over, or do you just come over wearing your normal garb but looking like Alvin?
I would find something that kind of resembles it, but in a haphazard way.
Alrighty, that means that Ashley shall have a couple minutes to be there before. In which
Yeah.
case, what was that, Alvin? Or Zeno?
I didn't say nothing.
Oh, I thought I heard someone say something. Oh,
No, no, I'm just sitting here chilling.
Tis a ghost.
It's a spooky ghost.
It's just Daniel.
Ah, yes, the rumbling has begun.
is that did Daniel's body finally succeed in killing him? Is he a
No.
ghost in your attic now?
You better not be dead.
I don't know. He's a big guy. It's gonna be very hard to get out of there.
That's why we're gonna get a lift.
Oh, the St. Gilbert grape, stop it.
I can just picture him like floating around it as a ghost, going, "No, you still don't love me now. No,
You're gonna eat that chicken.
I was just gonna say, he'd
no."
probably most likely saying that, and then I'd have to exercise him.
Give me them toesies.
I will fuck someone up, even in the spirit world.
Well, in that case, Alvin, most of your employees have gone home.
Darn, I wanted to order
Leaving.
them around.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here.
That only leaves the matter of the three ghouls in attendance, two of them being yours and one of them just being a friend's.
They
Have you
got
sent
lives.
Kyle and Jim home already, or to their various rooms, wherever those might be?
I'm sure Jim's more of an on-site ghoul at this point.
Probably.
'Cause he
doesn't
didn't
have
really-
much else.
Yeah, because we vacated all of the other tenants at this point, and it sounds like the Daily Bagel is in the transition of getting ready for construction.
Yep.
Especially
I
with
imagine then that he is probably working on going over like some inventory and official papers lists and like that Kyle already did, just as an example for him to look at what he's going to need to be looking at going forward if he's going to be the night manager.
Mhm.
Whereas Lucy is apparently well on her way to beating Duke Nukem. Probably.
Plus, Lucy gets to hang out in the VIP room downstairs, if she so chose. Because it's basically just a den.
That's basically what it is, yes. It's also your movie room whenever you have time for a movie night.
Mhm. Though at that same stretch, though, it's, with things being as turbulent as they've been, Alvin would kind of poke and like, you heard back from Bruce and Melina?
Yeah, a couple nights ago. They thought they were getting pretty much closer to the bot war, especially after that
Mhm.
information got shared around.
Just wanted to make sure that, you're
They're
still
trying to get
hearing
like
from
an
them.
accurate count.
No, just wanted to make sure that they were still checking in on you.
Oh, they are. Usually every couple of nights. It's like this when they're busy.
Mhm.
And when it's too dangerous for me to be day watching for them.
Do they normally have a place for you to kind of bunker down when things are getting a little tense?
Their last city they did. Not so much here, not yet.
Well, glad to be able to provide them.
Well, currently you're ranking at number 2 out of the 5 places I've been stashed.
Maybe the internet cafe aspect will bump that up to 1 later. He says kind of jokingly.
Wouldn't you like to know? In any
Yeah.
case, the atmosphere is somewhat broken up by the arrival of, well, one of the vehicles Alvin is becoming used to recognizing as being in the Chantry service. It's not any surprise at all when Ashley steps out of that vehicle, though she does appear to be wearing a rather new blue ribbon on her neck.
Hmm. It's not like her to
Which is
change
odd
up
because
her
blue is not
wardrobe.
normally her color.
She's normally not one to accessorize or change up her wardrobe. What is this? I'm not sure Alvin necessarily would
Surely
take
she has
too
a
far.
secret paramour.
No. Nope, I already know. Okay. So Ashley probably comes up to the door, I'm guessing.
Yep. She's definitely walking to the door.
The door would be open, so that way she's not having to deal with the rain for too much longer. As it rains frequently in Seattle, there are towels on hand, and Alvin just go, huh, seems Olivia got you a new necktie.
Oh, no, it's a thing from the Chantry. Gotta be cautious.
Magical wards, then.
Essentially.
Hmm. Something you got to make in arts and crafts.
No, not arts and crafts.
Damn.
But good news, there's no Wraith anymore.
Fantastic. Olivia and Pius haven't made their way yet, but I'm sure they'll be along sometime soon.
Yeah. One of them already knows, so I don't have to tell them.
I see. Been hanging out without the rest of us, then.
It was more of a forced playdate.
There is no playdate that's forced.
Well, when you don't know what's going on because you're blindfolded, yeah, it's a forced playdate.
Wow, you and Olivia went on a blind date?
What the fuck, Nick?
I mean, that seems like a logical conclusion considering how close. I mean, between who's the closest one to Ashley seems to be Olivia most of the time.
There have been no indicators that Ashley and Olivia are getting together, as far as I'm
She has
concerned.
danced in every club scene that we've ever had.
Dancing, friends that are girls always do dance together. Doesn't mean they want to
Like he didn't catch their kiss at the Thunderdog
That
spot.
was because Olivia was trying to get a reaction out of the guy playing pool with her.
That's not what Alvin
Yes,
was
you want to
thinking.
draw a reaction out of the guy, so you're going to kiss the girl. That makes sense.
I'm going through a window when I get to Alvin's Bagel Cafe.
Anyway.
Ashley would, if she was able to blush, she would be blushing and just staying silent at this point.
Which just makes it seem all the more likely he thinks he's accurate.
Uh-huh.
I'm just ignoring everybody.
Anywho, yeah, no. Alvin doesn't press further. He got the response he was thinking he was gonna get.
But yeah, after that, while they're waiting, Ashley's going to bring out her poster because she wanted to actually talk to Alvin about it.
Oh man, now you're wanted dead or alive?
Ashley will just kind of look and he's like, "No, I'm a missing person. There's an issue with this. I'm supposed to be dead."
Yeah. Well, some people
I
don't
mean, in
like to let
fairness,
go.
that thing looks like it wasn't what posted it this year.
We're all supposed to be missing. We're all supposed to be, gone. There are plenty of people in life who don't let things go.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised if you were on one of those nighttime shows, part of cold cases or something along those lines. Police detectives trying to figure out where everything went wrong.
yeah. The problem is it's my uncle that's trying to find me, and if he's looking, he's not giving up.
Okay. And your clan hasn't dealt with this, or your sire hasn't dealt with this. Why?
I have no idea. My sire told me nothing. I don't even
Did
know
you?
what you're supposed to do when you
Did
sire a child.
well, at least from personal experience, considering that I was kind of a planned hit and run. From the sounds of it, they're supposed to make sure that your death records go through in full, that it is an obvious thing that you are no longer with the living, and that your presence as an individual who walks around is masqueraded with fake documentation or things that'll pass for new citizenship documents, so on and so forth. Something to make sure that this presentation of you does not cross over too deeply with your old life. So that way, those that knew you, no reason to look. So that means that either your sire's sloppy, which doesn't sound characteristic of him, or somebody's leaked information that you're not truly as gone as they would believe.
I'm, I'm
Out of
going.
character, remind me, did it come up during the interlude session?
No,
That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Just making sure I hadn't forgotten that by some fluke.
no. Dr. Thornton was not available when she was trying to go find him after discovering the poster, and has not talked to him
No, no,
since
I meant
about
the
it.
interlude session 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, with Tobias, she went to try and find him, and he wasn't there.
The interlude session with you and Pius.
Yeah, no, she didn't talk to him then either.
Okay,
But
okay.
she'd already made
Making
her
sure.
decision up on talking to someone else.
Yeah, because normally when somebody's like sired, depending on what clan actually decides to pick them, they go through at least a few measures to make sure that they are either somebody that was never wanting to be found in the first place, and it's just an easy pickup off the street, i.e., no family, no connections, no tax collectors that are going to try to chase down extended family in order to, reap their past monetary gains. Or they go for somebody who is connected, but make the entire scene and song and dance that you are now dead, without a shadow of a doubt.
Well, for all intents and purposes, I'm an orphan, and I'm not blood related to my uncle. So,
That's still somebody who's going to look out for you. That's still a connection that's, regardless of whether it be paper or otherwise, your sire should have been aware of if he were stalking you or making sure that you were the choice he actually wanted. If I'm understanding correctly, Tremere and Venture are a little similar in terms of their choices and how they go about making sure that their picks are well groomed.
Ashley will just kind of look out the window and be like, I don't understand all this.
Do you want to be found?
Not exactly.
Alright then. Sounds like your sire needs to be made aware of what's going on if he doesn't already know. 'Cause otherwise, you and your sire might be in a bit of trouble with the rest of your clan. It is kind of on the onus of the one who brings you into kindred society to make sure that this mess doesn't splash in on either of you. That's why I asked you and Olivia to interface with Allison the way that I did. She's not allowed to see me, and if I'd like it to be that way. That's why I've made sure to pick up the ability that if that happens, it's not just instant death upon one of us. I can take that memory away from her if it came down to it.
No matter how much it might kill Alvin inside.
So, if your uncle happens across you by some chance before things are resolved,
We
can
kill him.
extend the same offer.
I will note again, however, that the wear and tear and fading on the flyer makes it so that was probably put there a fair bit ago. But in the meanwhile, conversation is interrupted not by the storyteller clarifying things. Goodness no. It was interrupted by well, Olivia, how are you arriving at the bagel tonight? Is it on the bike or by other means?
Olivia rented, not rented, but yeah, rented a nice car to kind of pretend she's Elvin. She's without her bike. Sad
She
face.
probably thinks she rented, but I imagine it was more like, messed with the mind of the person at the dealership, gave the money over the counter, and then ran off with the keys.
Maybe this is the best night ever.
Okay, so a nice car pulls up outside the Daily Bagel.
Oh, yeah.
Alvin, you've seen several nice cars pull up outside the Daily Bagel in recent nights. Is this going to be a good thing or a bad thing? Odds are 50-50.
I'm not looking forward to this. I definitely need to get that security program going.
So Olivia's gonna get out of the car and she's gonna do it as smooth as possible, which for Olivia's probably hard, but and she's just gonna stroll
Alvin.
into the Daily Bagel.
Alvin, you see an Alvin get out of the car.
What in the doppelganger hell?
Alvin, Ashley, it looks exactly like Alvin. Aside from maybe the clothes aren't quite as good, but visually, the face, the hair, the height, the build, exactly Alvin to a T.
Alvin looks to Ashley. You know all the supernatural mumbo jumbo. What the hell is this?
Someone's pretending to be you, and I think I can tell from the clothes. It's a girly Elvin.
No, like seriously, what kind of creature does this kind of thing?
The exact
You
one that
say
you're
right
about
as
to
Olivia
walk in.
bursts through the doors. Oh, I'm sorry, right as Alvin bursts through the doors.
I need a bit of silver. I know how to take care of these things. I've seen some of the movies, the comics.
Okay, so am I in the Daily Bagel now? Or
Yes. Yeah, I took the liberty of having you burst through the doors. If you want to retract that, feel free.
hello, good gents and sorry, good gent and lady. Do you have any bagels here I could eat?
It even talks abysmally. God damn, where is that silverware?
Really?
The voice, while the tone and words are not your own, the voice absolutely is Alvin's.
Yeah, I can't do your voice, Nick. I'm sorry.
You're fine.
Like, I have come for the arts and crafts I was promised tonight.
It's like they took Alvin, and dipped him in like B-rate British movies. That's what this sounds like.
It does.
It's-
Oh my
And I was
God.
promised that I could pet a rat.
There be no rats here yet. But you can have a bagel. There's plenty of
Is
comfort
it
bagels back there.
is it
Whoa,
an
whoa, whoa,
everything
whoa.
bagel?
There are plenty of everything bagels, Alvin.
I
It
will
is
take
your
it.
store.
Ashley, don't encourage the doppelganger, please. I'm trying to find a way to get it out of here.
Olivia is hopping over the counter right now.
The man in the suit that is Alvin hops over with a one hand on the counter and just kind of lands on the other side.
Everything bagel makes the day bright. Where are my ghouls?
If you were really me, you'd understand that they've already been sent away for their evenings. God.
Aside from
Yeah.
Jim, who's still behind the counter, looking bewildered at the other Alvin that has hopped over the counter.
Jim! John! James? What's your name? Never mind. It's not
Jim is
important.
kind of staring at the new Alvin, then at the other Alvin, then back at the new Alvin, then back at the Alvin that he already saw this day, and looks more confused than he's ever been.
Alvin just kind of gives Jim a look. It's like, head to your apartment, please.
No, you stay here. I need you to make my everything bagel.
Right. I'm going to go with the one I saw first and assume that's the best.
But the everything bagel needs
Don't call me at
plumbing.
any point until tomorrow, please.
Ah,
Fortunately, Jim's blood bonded to one of you, and he knows which orders sound like good to him.
no respect. No respect at all. Alvin, get me an Alvin. Wait, I am an Alvin. We're Alvins!
It's
Oh
Alvin's and
my-
the Chipmunks.
Oh my god.
It's Alvin the Chipmunks, except it's all Alvins and none of the other chipmunks.
Should I go downstairs and play on my broken computer?
Thought we
Click,
fixed
clack.
that computer.
Oh, wait, he did? Oh, fuck. Oh, that's right. I remember I did that.
Also, at this time, while y'all are still dealing with in shock from the appearance of a second Alvin, Pius, you arrive at the sewer entrance door.
Pius would make his way up and stroll the door open, and then
It
bounce
doesn't
off of it,
budge.
realizing, yeah, he'd bounce off of it, realizing that it's locked. So he would start knocking.
Oh, I better get that.
Oh no, you stay right there, Ashley. If even a single thing is messed up here when I get back,
I'm taking
holding you
everything
accountable.
bagel.
I'll just fix it. Don't worry.
Alvin heads downstairs to let Pius in.
Alvin, what's going on, man?
I want to brace you. There's a doppelganger upstairs.
The fuck is that?
It's a look-alike, a wannabe, a sham of an imitation.
Oh, a poser. All right, yeah, I dealt with a lot of them as a kid.
Oh
So
no,
Pius would
this
pump
one's
his shoulders up
genuinely
and
special.
oh, this one's locker worthy, and then
Oh,
he
it's-
starts running up the stairs.
As he's downstairs, Ashley's gonna be like, "No, don't do that. That'll break."
In excitement, Pius would forget the door handle and make his way through the door into the upstairs.
Damn.
You make it sound like I closed that door, understanding that Pius was already going to be going upstairs.
He grabbed the door handle and slightly closed it so he could shoulder it open and hit the wall.
No, I must do my ritual.
Well, his ritual used to be obvious, like cracking the door, then obfuscating so he could slip through and go unnoticed. But now he just shoulders the doors because of his sister.
Olivia's gonna pick up a mug and just drop it and be like, I have so much money! I can buy a new mug!
Ashley is
Pius
diving
would look
for
over
this.
and you go, Alvin, hey, wow, that was really fast.
Hello, Pius! Would you like to play a card game with me?
Yeah. Wait. Alvin doesn't play games. He would look towards the basement door and go, is this the poser you were talking about?
The basement door is now locked. Alvin is now walking up and is just pinching the bridge of his nose.
Sister. The sister's been here? Sister's been here. Sister's been here.
Hey, Ashley's here too. How are the arts and crafts?
Fuck off.
Yes, have you made a mud bowl yet?
No, but I will make a mug in 2 seconds against your face. Be quiet. It's the third time.
She's mad that some special people liked my craft better than hers. And she's upset about it. Now she has to wear this blue ribbon as a hazing.
This blue ribbon has nothing to do with you, okay?
You lost in arts and crafts, deal with it.
How do you lose in arts and crafts?
You got
Well,
second
you're
place,
the one
Ashley?
wearing the blue fold.
I'll show you arts and crafts if you don't stop.
Oh my...
Ice would pulled out nibbles and squeakers in both of his palms as they hiss with their backs arched.
Alvin finally makes it to the top of the stairs and just kind of barks. All right, all of
see
you, knock it
Pius
the
holding
fuck
a rat
off.
in each hand, with all three of them hissing like rodents at the girls.
Knock it off. Sit down at a table.
May I sit
alright,
on
alright.
on the what is that? The fucking
Case.
not
The fuck's going
windowsill.
on up here? Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
not right now, Lucy.
Lucy, who got curious at all the noise, evidently came up here.
Is your parents missing, little girl? Let me help you find them, because I'm Elvin.
If you're the
And
real
for
Alvin,
for a moment, Lucy pauses, but then in a movement so fast, you swear that the ghoul used celerity, though she probably didn't. There is a gun out and drawn and pointed in your direction.
oh god.
Alvin, why is there a lookalike in your coffee shop?
There's a doppelganger who's really bad at pretending.
Wait, a real doppelganger? I don't have any
I
cold
haven't-
iron, though.
I haven't figured that out yet.
Can Olivia try to disarm her?
I mean, do you really want to rush the... Well, I mean, you're basically... Bullets aren't going to do too much damage to you.
Yeah.
You want? Do you want to?
I kind of want to, because I want Olivia to have, like, just this creepy grin on her face, like, yes, I am Elvin. And just...
Okay, you have a creepy grin on your face. Alvin? Why does the doppelganger look like a pedo?
Lucy, I would recommend you just go downstairs for the time being.
Right. Hey, you need another gun? I can get another gun. It's fine.
I have mine.
I have a
Good,
gun,
good.
too.
Do you mind if I just, like, lock the basement behind me for, like, a bit?
Go for it.
And Lucy vanishes back down the stairs.
Oh my god, come on. There we go. So,
So clearly I've missed a fair bit over these last few days. Things have happened, people have accessorized, developed some new habits. What the hell's going on?
Oh, Alvin's. Meet Nibbles. And he would hold out his new rat.
He's slightly plumper rodent than the other ones sitting on the other side.
they're so cute.
Why, thank you, Alvin. And he would turn over at the other Alvin and be like, Alvin, what do you think?
I'm glad that you've been able to expand your pet collection.
Yeah, my next one's going to be a bat.
That'd be so cool.
I know, right? He would look over at the other Alvin.
Maybe I can take you on a bat adventure and we can get guano.
He would now put his hand on the real Alvin's shoulder and push him aside and go, this is the real one now. And then grab the other Alvin's hand.
Jesus Christ. Alright. Can, I think Olivia's gonna drop the mask.
Pius was like,
There's
shit!
now an Olivia. There's now an Olivia in a suit that does not fit her very well.
Oh, uh-oh.
I mean, it's not that bad. You would, considering that, shoot, obfuscate is only an illusion. I mean, it's basically the same clothes, they just don't look quite as well on you because, reasons.
Yeah.
But not so poorly that they're going to fall right off of you.
Do I still have Pius's other? I do have his handsome form still. Nice.
Yeah, she's gonna drop the mask, and just kind of bust out laughing, rolling around on the floor, like just rolling, like literally all over the floor, just in a circle.
Into chairs, into the table.
The chairs are up on the tables, but the
Well,
moment you
she'll,
hit one of them, one of the chairs is going to fall off the tables and
It
onto
is
the
now
floor.
on the floor.
and that's when she stops and just lays there and be like, "I want to be Elvin more often.
Please don't.
Ooh, then we can go do some fun things and blame it on Alvin.
I'll do it." Wait,
This is almost like having a big brother be annoyed
I'll
at
be
me.
Elvin and you be Ashley.
No.
We'll all be Alvins.
You can try, but I can do things you can't, so you can't. You can only copy my face.
Pius
Damn
would
it.
snap his head at you and grin. He's like, "Oh, so can I," and go back to his happy face.
Out of
She'll.
curiosity, is Pi still wearing that torque?
Yes.
Okay, well then everyone, there's a decorated and intricately carved torque of some variety on Pius's neck.
Ashley's just
See.
staring at him.
Hmm. What's that?
He would tuck it into his shirt and pat Olivia on the head and say, "It's just such keepsake."
Oh, okay.
It's a nasty hickey.
Yes.
Seems
Yes,
everybody's
it
been
is.
accessorizing as of late.
Are we all giving kisses like Ashley? Hmm.
I sadly can't pucker. I'm the kissy.
Well, I just
He would
figured.
try and make like a pucker face, only it just turns into like this beak shape. His lips just trying to form over those sharp teeth.
I almost said, "That's okay. A mother will still love that."
Oh, that would have been a low blow.
Yeah. And then I thought about that. I was like, "That's not what I was trying to say."
That's when
And
blue
yet,
squiggle lines would manifest over Pius's head.
and yet, it's not untrue, considering that the one who sired him does in fact love him very much.
It is
Aww.
true. It is true. Cassandra loves me.
I'm still
Yes,
waiting for more
the ugly one
epithets.
and the insane one are the most wholesome sires. Odd how that works out.
Yes.
So, what are we up to tonight, Alvin? Oop.
Half debating on getting you all kicked out of here.
What did we do?
Alvin, do you have chalk?
No.
Shit. So he'll take some frosting from one of the bagels and draw a door on the wall and then just run into it. Welp, that did not work.
Mm.
Damn it.
You're
And he
going to
just
need
stared.
Ash Path level 5 for that, I'm afraid.
Yeah, I know. That's why he just smashed into the wall.
Oh, Olivia's gonna try to.
So
Yeah,
wait, you
just
actually
pretend
took
this
some
is a door.
you took some chalk and drew on the wall of the Daily Bagel, the interior wall of the Daily Bagel,
Frosting.
and frosting.
Oh, I'm
He
licking that off.
he just remembered what the lady did.
Right, right. I'm just gonna go ahead and start composing a summary for how Joshua's gonna react to that.
Oh no. Alvin's cleaning it now.
No, Olivia's licking it off.
Yes.
I'm still gonna have to clean the wall where you lick.
Well, I'm still licking it.
Nibbles and Squeakers will join her.
I am so game for that. Thank you guys. At least I have company. Ashley, get over here. There's plenty left.
I'm happy to sit in my booth. Thank you.
Darn
If
it.
you force me, I will go on the ceiling where you can't reach me.
You can go on the ceiling?
I sure can.
Oh my god, I need to see this. Boo, Ashley, I'm gonna force you to eat frosting. Is it working? No. Okay. Fuck. Boop. Boop. Boop.
Okay.
Do you by chance, Alvin, have Is the upstairs still empty?
I mean, it's got apartments that still have tenants in them.
Trying to think
The
if like
tenants,
it's
the
like the
apartment
top of
tenants
the.
aren't moving out until the weekend, which is basically starting tomorrow and continuing through on Sunday.
I wonder if there'd be any bats like up in the crawl spaces or on top of the bagel. I could just send nibbles and squeakers up the sewer pipes or drain pipes to go searching.
I mean, probably not, but you can try.
I'll wait
Hmm.
till I know there's an area with like bats and stuff.
I will have to look up bat populations and species and where they are. Adding that into my to-do list now. In the meanwhile, one of you gets a phone call.
Let it be me. Let it be me. Yes.
Alvin, you get a phone call.
Fuck.
It'll be answered.
It's not the sheriff, not by a long shot. Ah, Valdric, did I catch you?
Not particularly.
What did you say?
Not particularly.
Hmm. It's an odd response to "Did I catch you?" But oh, all right, I'll bite. I'm more curious though. Do you know what happened between your Malkavian companion and my Bruja one?
Is he talking about Echo?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Echo is in his coterie. Yes.
I thought Echo was Malkate. Never mind.
No, she's
No, Echo is
Bruja.
Bruja. She's
Alright.
Younger's child.
I couldn't
Wait.
say, but I wouldn't be surprised.
Damn it.
Why?
Well, sorry to bother you over it. I just get the sense of something very, very enjoyable and amusing and involved in that. I haven't seen. I swear, if she could still blush, she would have arrived red-faced and gasping for breath. But needless to say, I just want to make sure that everything is well over on your end. I took your advice. Coterie is ready for the sheriff's call, be it tonight or tomorrow.
As is mine.
We're
But I'll
going
be
over our contingencies now.
excellent. At least someone's able to get some direction out of their party.
Hmm. I imagine you've also already heard the news about that ghoul belonging to your sire.
Indeed.
Hmm. Well, according to the list of addresses, I mean, obviously you already know about yours, but there's a few other things in there I'm concerned about. But can't act on them yet, not when we have things waiting. But sorry to take up your time. I just wanted to check in with you. Things
No,
are
I
going to be
appreciate
getting
it.
hectic going forward. And let me know if you need anything on loan for tonight. We've been stockpiling useful items for dealing with pests, if you catch my drift.
Hmm. I'll put it to the group to see if there's anything that they'd be interested in taking a look at. Maybe I'll ring you again.
Good to know. Reynolds out.
Enjoy your evening.
And with that, the brief phone call will end, leaving Alvin facing three people potentially staring at him.
Ashley's still looking for a spider.
Two people potentially staring at him. Well, four counting the rodents. Except they're looking icing.
I'd imagine you might be able to find a spider just because they hang out. Isn't there rafters above us, like wooden?
I mean, yeah, it wouldn't be a high difficulty to find a spider. No.
Because I want to know what she's looking for a spider for.
Make me a perception alertness check, and let me know if you want to activate aspects for it.
What is it I need to roll?
Perception alertness.
Yeah, I'll activate aspects too.
Mhm.
Difficulty 6?
Difficulty would be 6, but you're reducing it to 4.
Ooh, Hell yeah. Roll.
Because that will be enough to find a spider.
Oh, sweet. She
While
is.
the bagel is kept to a very high standard of cleanliness, you can thank Joshua in part for that. There are still spiders to be found in little tiny corners and hidden in obscure places. But you swear you can even hear their footsteps if you concentrate hard enough.
Hmm. She's going to pick up the spider, look at Olivia, and then put it in her mouth.
Ah,
Are you going to do a ritual activation for a certain ritual?
Yes.
Let me double check the. Oop. Let's see, where is it? Should be in here. What level was it? Cling of the insect, I believe.
Yep. 3.
Hmm. Yeah, you keep the spider in your mouth. Ritual allows may even crawling these surfaces. Its power seriously discomfits mortal onlookers. The character must place a live spider under her tongue for the duration of the ritual. The spider may die while in the thaumaturge's mouth without canceling the power. All right, a ritual activation roll then. This is a level 3 ritual, so difficulty 6, intelligence and occult. You get your extra ritual die.
So, intelligent, occult, modifier.
Difficulty 6, extra dice. 1.
Bah.
Aw. You have you have it confidently in your mouth, and you move to go walk on a wall, and nothing happens. It doesn't work, and you still have a live spider squirming around in your mouth.
She's not going to spit it out.
It's too young of a spider.
Wait, did you say you spit it out, or did you say you weren't gonna spit it
I'm
out?
not spitting it out. It's staying there.
Oh, it's too young and baby of a spider to actually work. Not mature enough.
you know how they say that you eat spiders in your sleep? No, Ashley just eats them.
After that, she's going to start rummaging through Alvin's stuff looking for a jar.
Yeah, why not keep a spider around till later?
Exactly.
There are certainly jars available and containers of various varieties.
She's going to take one, pop it, spit the spider in there, close it, and pops little tiny holes in the top, and then put it in her bag.
It just had a bath in Ashley's mouth. Did you see that? Ashley, you're so kind.
It may not think I'm that kind right now. Or later. If it survives.
Wait, what?
Nothing. You'll see.
Spider Girl, Spider Girl. Ashley is the Spider Girl. Sticks it in her mouth. There she goes. She gets it wet, spits it in a jar. Spider Girl!
We are in the Daily Bagel.
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
I hear the
Daily
and.
Bugle. And never
That's
mind.
kind of funny.
I mean, that was the whole point of the name, was to be a play on the comic book
Yeah,
reference.
but I think that's actually kind of funny that you just did that in the Daily Bagel. That's cool though, that Ashley can walk on the walls and ceilings and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Be right back, and you dash to the bathroom.
I've had that one for a while. I just wanted to see if I could do it.
Yeah, that would have been cool if you were able to. That sucks that it. I swear to God, the virtual dice do not like to work all the time. Oop. And what's this mean? You get a sense something weird. Whispers of a sister having been here.
Oh, I know what that one's for. I have a feeling I know what it's for. It's from our interlude sessions.
Okay.
No,
No?
it not from your specific interlude session. It's
No.
because Alvin's sister has been here.
Yeah, that's what I was meaning. From our interlude sessions, there was someone here that was a sister.
So your sister actually came to the Daily Bagel?
Mm-hmm.
When did that happen?
When everyone was doing their day off stuff.
Oh,
I think you were falling asleep during that session.
that makes sense. That's probably why I don't remember that. I don't remember a lot from that night. It was a stormy, stormy night.
I mean, we started off with Pius, then we went to Ashley, then we went to Olivia, then we went to Alvin, and then, repeat.
I'm pretty sure I fell asleep through most of that. I barely did my scenes.
Oh my god, this lo-fi music is like putting me to sleep.
Then stop
What
listening
lo-fi
to it.
music? I don't have any lo-fi music playing.
I have Autumn Nights lo-fi going on, like
That sounds like a
turn.
personal problem.
It fits with the game. It's like this like eerie, like spooky lo-fi. It's like
I
now,
got vampire lo-fi somewhere in the inspirations channel. But yes. What even is lo-fi anyway? I know what it generally sounds like. I mean, like, what's the general genre definition of lo-fi?
um, turned in. So it's like anything turned into like a slower like EDM. It sits on certain frequencies. It's supposed to be made to like calm you down and keep you soothed. So like there's like Zelda lo-fi where it's like Zelda music turned into like a slow like beat with piano in the background and all that good stuff.
Hmm. Excellent. Well, where were we?
Getting 8 ads.
Holy shit, what the fuck?
Well, what was that?
I ended up clicking on a YouTube video.
The room
Well,
would
what
just
was
kick
it?
their
You
door
played it,
in.
and you played like the first half second for all of us, so we want to know what the title is.
Oh, that was a ad. I don't
Okay, what
actually
was the
know
ad
what
about? Was it about cars for kids?
I have no fucking clue. I didn't look at it.
In any case, let's see.
Something weird. Whispers of a sister having been here.
That was ages ago.
Yeah, no, I know. I got to read most of it, but I didn't get to read that one like fully. So, and I was talking to Nick and Anna about it and stuff.
Hmm.
So,
Yes, yes, I'll give you the Inquisition grill later.
yeah.
But for now, oop, oop. It's not a call from the sheriff that breaks up your gathering, but a pounding knock on the back door.
Got
Alvin
new
will go
bagels?
see who it is.
Okay.
Hmm. Well then, opening the door brings you face to face with Melina. She looks a mess. Her clothes torn practically to rags in places, and while there is blood, there are no signs of injury. She must have healed, or any of it her spilled vitae. Hi.
Welcome
Sorry for
back.
the appearance. Got jumped half an hour ago. You wouldn't happen to have any spare blood, would you? Bruce is damn near starving. I assume not, but it was worth a try.
Jim,
Didn't you already send Jim on home?
he's
Oh,
upstairs
yes,
though.
no. Yeah, right. Jim will, of course, come when called. He is your bonded ghoul now.
Lightly. I still need him for other things.
Right? I'll make sure Bruce doesn't take too much. Bruce? Only at being called over, and that's the presumption that it is fine and safe and that there isn't much around. Bruce looks, unlike Melina, Bruce's injuries are not entirely healed, and he does look much more messed up, though it's hard to tell if it's all his to begin with. With a nod your way and careful appraisal of Jim,
It'll be
Bruce
a
does
tickle.
what?
It'll be a tickle.
Mhm.
You might feel a little woozy after. Or up
Bruce
in.
chooses to bite down on the wrist rather than on the neck. Whether that's his personal preference or just as a better way to tear himself away if necessary.
Hmm.
You don't know. But after a moment, and then another moment, when it's just about start being concerning, he pulls himself away with right before Melina would have put her hand on his shoulder to pull him away by force if necessary. Sorry about that, and thanks. The last of his wounds start to mend.
Alvin makes sure to write a note to get something nice for Jim later.
You all right, buddy? Bruce says, not to you, but to Jim, who he pats on the cheek a bit, making sure he's still conscious and not like woozy. I mean, once you've done this enough times, you can kind of start to feel when someone's had too much blood taken from them, when they're just a little lightheaded, and so on.
Hmm.
Good. I was worried for a moment. Sorry about that.
Come on
Things got a
in.
bit dicey back there. Is Lucy all right?
She's downstairs, safe and sound.
Why don't you go join her? Melina says to Bruce, who definitely looks like he needs to sit down. You need the break more than I do.
Come on, both of you, let's get you out of the rain.
Yeah, thanks. We parked the van like a little farther down the alley. Is that all right, or do you want it moved?
Should be fine.
Hmm. With that, you presumably show Bruce down to the basement, but Melina will stay up here with you.
Here's the rest of the crew. I believe you've all met before, but just as a recap. Pius, Olivia, Ashley, this is Melina.
Yo,
Hello.
Hello, Melina. I'm Elvin.
You're not Elvin.
Then who am I?
Olivia.
Oh.
is this a joke? Am I supposed to be You're just fucking with me, aren't you?
Uh, well.
A reminder, you don't have your Alvin disguise up anymore.
Oh yeah, that's right. She dropped it. uh, you know what? I'm just gonna go lick some more frosting.
Not the craziest Malkavian I've ever met. Melina will idly remark after you've left. Although, with your considerable super hearing with aspects at 5, you'll probably still have heard it. But who cares? You have frosting.
Hey, if she said I was less crazy, I'm okay with that. Maybe I'm not. Now I'm having a crisis over
Well, at
here.
least she's not outright just calling you crazy. Like,
True.
so certain someone does all the time whenever you mention your dreams.
Yeah, fuck that
Looking at
guy.
you, Alvin.
I don't call her crazy.
You have
You
called her
absolutely
crazy.
did at least once.
Yeah. Olivia has her crazy thing going on. Fuck you.
That wasn't even the one I was thinking of, so there must have been more than one.
There must have been, because I remember a couple times.
I remember it when you were trying to share one of your dreams with him. Hmm.
What a. Now I'm gonna have to listen to everything again.
Hmm.
I have been considering going back and doing a listen party.
That'd be pretty cool. Ooh,
Well, I mean, it's
one second.
like that would be a lot of hours. That would be a lot of hours.
It's
Still, I
Yeah.
might
only a
do it.
year worth.
Yeah, I
Ew.
Well,
might
not
do that when I'm
technically.
planning the next book. Like, might go through and listening to at least the highlights, skimming through them. Maybe not listening to every single minute, but catching up the highlights when I'm preparing for other stuff.
Good thing
Yeah.
you do recaps at the beginning.
I mean, I always listen to the entirety of the previous session's video, just when I'm doing the recaps.
Hi, Ticket.
But there was so much that went down in the early sessions that I have forgotten about, or it's faded into the back of my memory.
Hmm.
Shame we don't have the first session. That's my fault.
Hey, it's okay.
Who are you talking to? Is there a kitty? Is there a chicken?
Yeah, I'm talking to my cat. She
In
just
any
came up.
case, the situation leaves three of you and Melina gathered around at one of the tables. Well, things have been just peachy. How about the three of you?
Oh, things have been fine.
Really? No trouble whatsoever? No getting
All the
jumped in side
all
alleys?
all the memories of like the murderer, the Sabat, and then he snaps back and goes, "Nope, everything's fine."
I mean, I suppose you do get to hide in the sewers. She turns questioningly to Alvin.
Oh yes, I guess I would have returned by this point.
Yeah, this was after you
Yeah.
got Bruce down to the basement somewhere.
Oh no, I was just still recovering from the slander, but whatever. Uh, yeah, yeah, he would just kind of nod like to Pius as, yeah, no, things are fine.
Hmm. Well, we got a tip off. One of our contacts said something had been spread to the Prince and Associates, and we got it like trickled down information about it. Finally, someone figured out where the Sabat hideout was, so we decided to go investigate it, and that's where we've been the past few nights.
Sabat, what's that? Everything's fine. And Pius will look back and forth.
Oh,
Oh,
we
Struck.
lost the Steph.
Hmm.
There she is.
Are
She's
we?
behind
Are
your
we
dad.
sure? Uh, are we sure that it's not him that's the Malkavian?
We're sure.
No. Good, I suppose. I mean, things
But
are what they are.
you said you
Yeah, we got a.
were investigating where the Sabat layer was?
Yeah, we got a tip off on its actual location, which saves us another couple of weeks of nosing around in the dark.
Unfortunately, you could have came here earlier and found out.
Now that would have been helpful. I mean, how soon did y'all figure that out or get hear about it?
Um, we figured it out.
4 days ago?
You figured it out. You are the source of the prince's information.
Yep.
There is a sigh, two flat hands on the table, and a slow, gentle but firm head to table plant.
Pius would slowly lean in and go, "See, everything's fine." And then lean back into his chair.
Right. Well, feels like we've done fuck all then, other than stick our noses into danger and well, get jumped. As we're trying to figure out an exact count of just how many of those bastards there are.
I do apologize we were not faster at figuring it out.
No. We should have Gaius called every night to go check up on Lucy, and then maybe we would have figured it out because she would have told us. Maybe. In any case,
I would have hoped Alvin would have told you.
To
she
be
gives him a
fair,
brief
they
glance.
didn't tell me which job they were on before they left. They just requested that I take care of Lucy in the meantime.
Yeah, we were going to try and look into the Sabbat's location. That was generally regarded as too dangerous for our charge, and, safer here. Normally we set up a safe house, but we haven't had the time since coming to the city.
Which is fair. But yeah, no. If I had known that that was their task, I would have absolutely disseminated that information earlier. But here we are.
Here we are. Well, might as well share what we did pick up on. We were down in Belltown, not far from what we now know is the Sabbat HQ address, at least as we knew it to be a few nights ago. Doing some reconnaissance, some easier than others. Bruce isn't the best at going stealthy, though he's learning. Been learning for like a decade or so, but still learning. I, on the other hand, have it somewhat better when I need to go, though not quite the same way as others might. Just double checking on that. I can do it if I need to. I'm easy to see through if I do it the traditional way. But point is, trying to get a read on the numbers of the Sabbat and those with them. Hmm. Those are the ones they send outside of their little HQ, their base of operations, either to bring people in or just to seize ground, as it were, patrol, or whatever it is they call patrolling. Numbers are looking higher than we expected. Though, as is usual for Sabbat, at least half of those numbers seem to be fresh to the blood. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if one or two of them doesn't even know they're a vampire. We'll see. But we were planning on doing another night of this before regrouping with everyone, since there seemed to be some sort of operation in the works, and could be a good way to get some vouchers like with the prince if we signed up for it. Heard the sheriff was going around recruiting.
That he was.
But unfortunately, this night that we just decided was the last night was also the night we got found and jumped. There was five, maybe even six of them. I wasn't sure if the last one jumping in and out of the shadows. There might have been one or two of them. But most of them are, well, corpses now in a dumpster on fire.
How'd you light
One of
that
them got
candle?
one of them got away, but probably went to tell his higher ups exactly what was exactly what happened or his version of events.
Hopefully not
Oh,
enough that would tip them off that we know that where they're at now, right?
no, we were still a good 10 blocks away from their place, maybe further. And by place, I mean the general area around the HQ, not even the HQ itself. We were not close enough that they could have aspired that we knew they were anywhere more than their potential general direction. Hell, we even drove off we even drove off in the opposite direction that we actually came in from, just in case anyone was still looking. Better not to let them think that we know what we know. Met up briefly, well, didn't really meet up, but had a chat on the phone with Nosferatu chap, the Primogen, I believe. Donovan? Donovan.
So the
Apparently
prince in
ours is
his
the only
circle will. So the prince in his circle will know the occurrence then. Good.
hmm, ours isn't the only skirmish tonight, apparently. There's been like two or three other incidences of isolated fighting and the like. Apparently at random addresses across town. Don't know how they know what they know. Most of those places that have been hit weren't places that were active in terms of kindred affairs 5 years ago.
They've been hitting the mail.
Mail.
ghouls have gone down. Parcels to kindred locations.
Intercepting ghoul couriers.
Hmm.
Ah. Yeah, that definitely speaks of more intelligence than is normal in the normal shovelhead population. Probably the directive of someone higher up. I wonder if it's the one leading the town. I mean, I wonder if it's the one leading them right now, the bishop or some advisor of his.
Alvin will catch them up to speed on what the prince was told directly in terms of our findings. Names included, the ones that we actually learned.
So telling me there is some old shadow fuck, a flesh Lovecraftian priestess, and a guy that thinks it's still the Middle Ages leading the bunch.
Sounds about right.
Well, that isn't just fuck all.
Yeah, it's not just a new wave gen of Sabbat people trying to bring about the glory days.
So there's some older, more experienced ones involved as well. Ain't that just gonna be just absolutely enjoyable? Fucktastic, one might say. Do you know when they're planning on moving out?
We're supposed to hear back from the sheriff any day now.
Right, right. Do you have the number for those that want to sign up?
I know our party's involved, and I know that Thomas Reynolds and his coterie are going to be involved. As
No,
for
no,
what.
no. I mean, do you know like the recruitment line or whatever they're using to recruit people?
Oh, he would pass the sheriff's number.
Right, right. Well, I'm going to go collect Bruce, say hi to Lucy, and get out of here before I end up tempted to stay the rest of the night.
If you need to, downstairs is always available.
Let's save it for after we've given the Sabbat a kick in the teeth, yeah?
Just making it known that if you're lacking that safe house bunker, Daily Bagel and the rest of this street are under my domain at least.
I thought it was just the bagel.
Oh no, it's this entire block.
You got an extension, didn't you?
Well, sometimes windfalls happen when you least expect it.
I get the sense that in some regard, Alvin is still riding Cloud 9 on that.
Not riding Cloud 9, it's just more of a like, hey, you don't have to worry as much. But it's also a subtle dot to the rest of his party of like, fucking around on this block is, the same as fucking around in the bagel.
Fuck ups ain't tolerated. All right then, I'll get going. Guess we'll be seeing each other soon, whenever that call comes through.
Alvin's just gonna give her a nod as my brain decides to continue to die.
Or are you going to talk with the others at all about anything you might want to take on loan from Thomas?
I would give them that option, so if, like, Ashley's looking for something occulty, if Olivia needs, like, an extra armament or something to commit psychological warfare, or if Pius thinks there's something that might help his, like, necromantic arts, who knows? I don't know what Thomas has,
I
but
occultic stuff might be in more short supply than standard weapon.
you
Although
get my
standard weaponry
point.
for a vampire includes anywhere from firearms to medieval weapons. So,
Point
you know
being
this.
is, hey party, if you are interested in a thing or needing a thing, then this guy has some stuff that might be able to provide you with the things. As the rest of the coterie is completely silent at this point.
Mm-hmm. What would Pius? I don't. Let's see.
If you have any dots in melee, might be a good time to be looking for a melee weapon. Just saying.
Yeah. Ashley would need a melee weapon.
Assuming you haven't already produced one from the Chantry, which you didn't.
Not yet,
Yeah,
no.
you could. You could in
She needs
fact
to.
use a melee weapon of some variety.
That'll be probably something she does when she returns to the Chantry. See what they have.
Assuming we don't get the call tonight and have the chance to hit the Chantry.
In which case, you might want to think on what you want to have access to. If Thomas can indeed get something sent over tonight, which is far more likely than heading back to the Chantry.
She'd take a blade.
What's second Alvin feel about this?
Mm,
Oh, now he's second Alvin.
I don't know. I guess whatever works.
Right. Well, other than a melee weapon and other things, I will make up a list that Thomas may send over.
Okay, this sounds good. Because this is only like our real, like, second combat, maybe?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Which, while I wanted to go on for another half hour, this might be a better place to call it then. That way y'all can have, like, till next session to think on things you might want sent over.
Oh, I already think I know what I want. I just have to wait a second.
I
I
mean,
want Pius to have his own, if they can, find him like a suitable mask that he could constantly wear, like something that wouldn't be like stupid but still be like
Like what, a
acceptable.
ski mask?
No, it may sound cliche, but kind of like a Tokyo Ghoul type mask.
I have no idea. I've never watched Tokyo Ghoul because I heard they broke away from the manga or whatever they were adapting, like in the second season. I don't want to start things that break away from the source material that badly.
he's looking for a mask that covers his face, his lower, half, basically from nose down.
Ah, well, I'm sure they can come up with something, even if it's just like a cloth bandana you tie around your neck and ears. A cool mask. You're probably gonna want to have custom made. Sorry.
We'll just
I
rip
do have
apart.
crafting.
Yeah, we'll just take one of Thomas's suits and refit it into a, tripped up mask.
Oh, you're not getting a suit. Sorry. Those cost money and require you to come in to get measured because he doesn't do things by halvesies.
I mean, Alvin has money.
Probably not for tonight, though. So I'm probably going to bring it to a close here rather than waiting half an hour because I want to give you time to think over what y'all want
I mean,
in that case.
we could just say retroactively that we send him a text saying, "Hey, do you have this, this, and this?" And if he does, he just sends it, and we could just pick it between session, and you can still move us to the endpoint that you want.
We're not far from the end point I want, which is
Okay.
also the reason.
Okay.
Sorry, I know it was a bit short, but I really do want us to save the action for, as it were, for our next session, where we can be right into it and have all the time we need for it, rather than just getting partway into it.
Fine by
Well, we'll
me.
probably still need to break it into two parts, but hey, that's them's the things. In any case,
I'll have a good AI generated image of Pius with like a cool face mask by next session.
hmm,
Hmm.
Whatever you ask for, I will include a few other things in what he sends over, regardless, which you can
Okay.
choose to take advantage of or not. Some common sense might be applied to the or not. We'll see.
Or something I can do with my necromancy to like enhance the face mask, or like some type of ritual
Mm.
I can do, or that Ashley or Olivia could do.
That would be a more thaumaturgy sort of thing. There's a couple of
So,
thaumaturgy
so
things that do that.
Ashley would have to do it.
If she had access to something like that. Which, while she does have access to things that can improve items, most of them take a significant length of time to get going, and then only work for her. The sort of easy buff stuff you want is the sort of thing that would be more likely to be possible for a true mage, and neither of you have any of those in stock. That's Mage the Ascension. We are not playing Mage the Ascension. Hmm. Anyways, apologies again about the short session tonight.
It's
All good.
good.
This was actually about the point I wanted us to get to on the previous session, but the interludes ran a bit long, which I still enjoyed, so who cares?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't. Anyway, that brings us to the usual manner of session ending things, starting with Olivia. What did Olivia learn tonight?
She learned that Ashley can apparently go on walls. Pius has a new pet, and she can use obfuscate to impersonate people.
I'll allow it. So 3 points. I mean, yeah, 3 points for Olivia so far. Alvin, what did Alvin learn tonight?
I don't know. Brain.
Would anyone like to give suggestions as to what Alvin learned tonight?
All Alvin has is that he's confirmed in his mind that Olivia and Ashley are in fact dating, and Ashley doesn't want to talk about it.
Which only confirms it very well. 3 points for Alvin. I'll allow it because it's funny and amuses me. Hmm. Ashley, what did Ashley learn tonight?
Uh, Ashley learned that Olivia can turn into people similarly to Pius. Can change his image.
Not fair.
Yeah, I'll allow it. Pius, what did Pius learn tonight?
He learned there's a cooler Alvin.
So mean.
You're
Uh,
welcome.
Pius learned that like the inner workings of like I guess like the clans and all that when it comes to communication, it's not like the quickest as what he thought it would be. Just beside the fact that these vampires walked in all battered when we'd already discovered what they were trying to seek out.
Yeah, and also remember that cell phones are just becoming a thing.
Well, I mean we're vampires.
I will remind you that the ability to send telepathic messages is a 4-dot discipline power and has limitations. And to send and receive telepathic messages requires a 6-dot elder-only power.
Yeah, but we told the prince directly though, like for the prince to like not spread that word out
How,
so
he
quickly.
did spread the word out, but you're thinking in terms of the digital age. It's not the digital age yet. It's still a few years away on the horizon.
Huh.
And for people that don't have like a Celeb Haven with a number that's on the Prince's registry, it might be harder to get in touch with.
Good thing I'm a new player. I'm still learning all this.
This isn't as much about being a new player. This is just remember it's the early mid '90s. It's not like early 2000s or anything. Yes, the world changes a lot in the next 5 years, but yeah.
It's just odd to me that the prince doesn't have quicker means of communication. Simple as that.
Tends to happen when not everyone has a phone in their pocket, or that phone in the pocket's number isn't known to everyone that would be sending information. Hey, case. Pius gets 3. Which brings us down to MVP. Pius, who's your MVP?
Alvin.
Alvin, why?
Because he handled everything hilariously.
Yes, he still needs to find that cold iron / silver, though. Whichever. All right, that's one vote for Alvin. Ashley, MVP.
Um, Olivia.
Olivia. It's one for Olivia, but why?
Just the way she portrayed a British Alvin was hilarious.
Very well, very well. Alvin, who's Alvin's MVP? Steph, I need you to go into Alvin's room and kick him awake.
I'm sorry. Um, yeah, probably Olivia. She's test driving her abilities, and while they might be for memes now, they do have potential to be pretty damn useful in the future.
Don't lie to yourself. They will always be for memes. The other useful things are the side feature. Olivia, who's your MVP?
Um, my MVP is oh my fucking god, Alvin, because well, he's my twin. No,
Right.
no, I'm kidding. Just because Nick went along with the doppelganger thing pretty well.
Alrighty. Well, fine, fine. I'll be merciful. You can each have an extra point. Just for now. Just for now. Which I do believe brings us. What? No. No, no, no. Up to that. In which case, I shall see most of you next week, where we finally get to kick things off. Well, not next
Mhm.
week. Sorry, 2 weeks from now. Which I
Yes.
thought was going to be Thanksgiving weekend, but apparently I was wrong and off by a week. We'll just have a really, really late Thanksgiving this year, rather than an
Right.
early one. Still, will everyone be all right with attending? Do I need to make plan for any absences?
We should
Yeah,
be
but
on.
yeah, we should be here.
Sweet. We might run a little long on that one. We'll see. Make up for this one. Anyway, good night, Anna. Good night, Nick. Good night, Steph, who has already
Later.
left.
All right. Yep. I'll message you on Steam here in a sec.
All right. Get some
Later.
extra sleep, Nick. Your brain sounds like it's going through sludge.